Hey everyone! Welcome back, or not welcome back, but I'm doing another vlog for this installment. I'm still getting used to introducing myself on here. Yep, we have a visitor today who is insisting on being in the vlog. Right? You want to be in the vlog, Chibu? You want to be in the vlog? Yes. Anytime I sit up here, she just instantly jumps on. So we have a vlog visitor today. A vlog sponsor, maybe. Sponsored by my cat. But welcome everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Friday, August 5th. And I just thought I'd do a quick little vlog update before the weekend. I really didn't work on too many different projects today. This week rather. I was mainly working on my Nesteros piece, which is in the background that you can see next to my cat. She's just insisting on laying either on it or in it. So this is the piece here. This is Nesteros Game of Mushroom Kingdoms. She's so cute. This is a free pattern that's available on Sprite Stitch if you just Google or search for it. There's two different versions available, and it has to do with, I forget what this was called, but it was Theon's Island. So there were two different versions, and it has to do with the representation of this, and also I think the other version has Throne written on King's Landing over here, but this is the one that I'm doing. It's a massive piece. So last time we saw each other, I was very excited to be off from here, which I finished at my retreat, and start over here. And I was stuck in a lot of the water again. I thought I was going to be away from the water, but it ended up being more than usual. But of course, I got really excited when I got over to this pipe. Look at it there. So I did get a complete page finish in 3 days, which is crazy because I did not stitch on it 24/7 or the whole time. You know, we're not talking about you, but you're just looking so picture perfect there. But I did get a page finish. The page finish was up until like this portion of the pipe here. So this all here is the new page. So I'm very excited. It goes by very fast. I'm doing this on a 25 count Lugana in colorway Icy Blue by Zweigart, I think so. I got this at Silk Weaver Fabrics a few years ago. Not a few years ago. No, yeah, 2019. Wow, things go by fast. And I'm just doing 10 stitching here, 2/1. So it is going by pretty fast. I don't usually park, but if, like, you know, the thread color is very close, I will just, you know, temporarily park the thread in the next column, because I am working on this piece column by column so that I don't get too lost or confused. And I'm just noticing, like, did I miss some stitches there? Something just looks kind of wonky in that little area. I might have to figure it out, or I don't know. It's looking a little bit weird. But that's where I am on this piece. My little friend here is purring away. I'm going to continue to work on this weekend. See how much I'll get done. Oh, I forgot to bring the piece I wanted to work on for Friday night off the grid in Caroline's Facebook group, but I might pause and I'll go and grab it really quick. I haven't really decided on what I'm going to work on, but I will bring it over. I'll think about it. Anywho, I'm getting distracted. Another piece I worked on briefly this week, because this was my main focus, and I am going to show my temperature blanket. I will film another little portion and put in here finally. I feel like I keep talking about this blanket, but just never get around to showing it. So I am making a little ornament for my sister-in-law from this Joan Elliott Christmas chart book. Can't show you the finished piece because it would show the whole chart. It only shows a few of them on the cover and inside. But this is where I got. I'm just doing a 14 count white Ida 3 strands over 1 for, you know, more coverage. It's coming out kind of big for an ornament, but I'll see how it finishes up. So I finished the 3 kings here, and I'm using Color and Cotton, I think in purple Parrot is the colorway. And then this is a Classic Colorworks in the colorway Key Largo, I believe. So I'm almost done with that, actually. I did this whole Wiseman and this one yesterday, and most of this blue. This one was basically almost done last time I showed this. And I think my plans for this weekend and next week is just to keep stitching on my Nesteros piece. and I should go and grab what I might work on for my Friday after grid. Or maybe not, because I might not update again tonight. So maybe I'll just update you next time if I do decide to work on another piece. Quick book update. I am still reading Breed by Chase Novak, which is kind of like a spooky, I would say it's like a thriller, but it's not super scary. It's just weird. It's odd. If you like Stephen King, this is a very Stephen King-ish style book, I would say. I very much enjoy Stephen King. And this one is pretty good as well. This one's been on my to-read list for a super duper long time, and I'm reading this one on my Kindle. So I do alternate between reading paperback books and books on my Kindle, because the Kindle, you can get a lot of free books on the Libby app with your library card, and if you have a Kindle, it'll send it right on over. So I've probably saved, I honestly want to say maybe $200 in buying books this year by using my library. I'm actually gonna tally up towards the end of the year the books that I've saved reading e-versions of versus buying books to see how much money I saved in buying books this year, because I do buy a lot of books. I mean, I still am buying, but not as much as I was before. So that's about it. So I will update you guys sometime next week. I hope everyone had a good week, and I hope everyone gets some stitchy time this weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Alright guys. Had to get the air conditioner. I am going to do my temperature blanket update finally. Alright, here it is. It's enormous. So this is a color palette that I chose myself. I think there's only 5 colors. But this is all the way from the beginning of the year. I don't even know how this is looking. And as I go down, we're getting towards the top. This is the summer, so you can kind of see the trend from like the black and green is very cold weather, and then the yellow is like medium, and then the gold and orange color is hot, hot, hot. So I'm currently still like a month behind on my blanket. It's enormous. I'm doing a half double crochet. I think I cast on like 350 stitches. I did not expect for it to be this big. It's definitely gonna be king size, so me and my boyfriend will be able to share it in the winter, but yeah, that's where I am so far. I'm still in like June stitching. I really fell off behind, but every time I do sit down to crochet, I get about a week and a half done, so I just have to do that a few more times. Hopefully I don't fall too far behind. I was trying to record a daily video of it, but I gave up. But yeah, that's it. I'll scroll it back up for you guys. It weighs a ton, but here we go. Oh my gosh, I hope the bottom showed. But that's my temperature blanket update. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi everyone, happy Thursday, August 10th. I'm stopping in for another vlog update. So I've done a lot of stitching again this past week, I think, or so, since I updated, maybe more than a week actually. So this month I've been mainly focusing on my Nesteros piece. That's my full coverage whip that I'm focusing on this month, and I got so much done. I think since I last updated, I might have had 2 page finishes since then, because I think I had just moved the Q-snap down. I'm not quite sure where I was, but definitely have had a lot of progress. So this is what it'll look like when it's done. So it is based on Game of Thrones, and it's like unofficially called Nesteros, Game of Mushroom Kingdoms. And I actually started doing a rewatch with my boyfriend on Game of Thrones, so it's been really fun to stitch on this. And then get refreshed on the locations and all that other stuff. So I'm getting close to coming over to the wall over here. This is the wall, and this is beyond the wall up there. And I'm looking forward to eventually getting to Winterfell down here. I definitely have to refresh on some of these other places because I don't quite remember all of them. I know this is King's Landing here. And there are 2 different versions of this pattern that you might see online. But this is the one that I have. I think I have the version that has the squids. I'm not so sure. And, you know. But, okay, here's my progress anyways. I'm not going to take it out of the Q-snap just yet. But, so, yeah, I mean, you really can't see all the progress I did over there. Soon I'll take it out of the Q-snap for another vlog entry. When I did take it out to move my Q-snap, I was like, oh man, I should have really did my vlog. But then I had already re-snapped it in, and it was late in the evening, and I just really wasn't feeling it. But, yep, finally out of stitching, almost out of stitching all of this white. Soon there'll be more green to stitch. I'm super excited. And, you know, the wall is going to come in here, and then I'll be in the ocean, literally again, sea of blue over here for a bit. And then I'll be able to move down to the 3rd row. I'm so excited. I really, really am. So this is like really capturing my attention, but I am trying to give myself breaks because I know I will burn out if I just only work on this. So as obsessed as I am, and as much as I do enjoy working on it, I get really nervous about burning out before the month is over because I really want to focus on this month. So I am doing this on 25 count, it's a 25 count Lugana in the colorway Icy Blue. And I'm doing 2/1 10 stitching. So this is all just 10 stitch, which is great coverage. I think that's my new thing for anything full coverage that's enormous. Because anything else bigger just takes way too long and too much fabric. And, you know, there's not much time to stitch all that I want to stitch, especially because I love big projects. So that's my update on my Nesteros piece. I also did, get to do some stitching on my Halloween stitch. So this is, I think it's called Happy Halloween. Ooh, I always forget. It was from one of the Just Cross Stitch magazines. This is a Doreen Jones piece. It's on 14 count color and cotton in buff. So 2/1. I am using 3 strands on the black. I should have used 3 strands in general, but it'll be okay. And the Happy Halloween is in the glow-in-the-dark white DMC. And my little needle minder from the New Jersey Floss Tube retreat. Woohoo! I'm not a big Halloween stitcher, so I think this is only my 2nd Halloween piece. I do have a Mill Hill Halloween piece that I'm working on. I think it's Midnight Kitty, Midnight something. But this is my other Halloween one. I almost didn't stitch it with the Happy Halloween, so it wouldn't be so Halloween focused, but it'll be okay. I'll still leave it up anyway. And then I also worked on, so I did this one for my Friday off the grid party night in Caroline Off the Grid Needle Arts group. So I was working on my Happiness is Stitching piece. And I'm doing, it came with the fabric, so I'm doing it on a 32 count Tiffany linen by Eclipse, and I'm doing a 2/2. Sorry, 2/2. And this is where I got to, so I'm also not taking it out of the Q-snap, and my grime guard was in the wash, so I gotta put my grime guard back on. But that's where I got. I'm so close to a finish on this one, but I got a little burnt out. So maybe, I did spin my wheel for Friday, and it picked this one. So I have one of those decision wheels. So we'll see what I feel like working on this Friday. If I spin the wheel or I just feel whatever will call to me, I'll work on. Even if that means my big Nesteros piece. And then, oh, that's it for my cross stitching. So it was Nesteros, Happiness, and Halloween. So those are my 3 projects that I worked on. And then I did, you know, knitting has to make its way sometimes. It just demands it. So I did start another sock from my boyfriend. I mainly started this sock because I was traveling to meet some of my coworkers on Tuesday, and I was going to have a long subway ride. And I do enjoy listening to music or a podcast or something while on the subway or reading, but I really wanted to use some of that time to start a sock. So I'm using some of this Patton's Croy that you can just get at Michael's or whatever. My boyfriend really likes these. They're easy care. You know, he doesn't have to wash them a particular way or whatever. So, and he really likes the colors of the Patton's Croy. It's easy care, so, you know. So this is the one he picked. And I'm just doing a basic rib sock. So it doesn't even need a cuff because it's just ribbing for the entire cuff until you start the heel. And I always do a heel flap sock. I mean, I do want to try to do other heels, but for him, he really needs that strong heel for his socks because he wears them heavily. He really enjoys them. Sorry, I'm all tangled here. But there we go. And I really know his stitching, his needle size and how many stitches. I usually always do a 64 stitch cast on regardless, and then I just adjust my needle sizes usually to make that work because I can just easily memorize it for many sock patterns. So that's a sock. And then I think let me just check my notes. I think that's about it. So I haven't had a new start. I still want to do that dimensions piece with the cardinals, but you know, I'm just really enjoying stitching what I already have going, and I think that's really important too. I feel like when I cross-stitched in the past, I jumped around from project to project. I had this whole rotation schedule. You know, it was very rigid. I had projects left and right. You know, I have less than 10 whips right now, and I'm so happy with that. And this is so different for me that I'm so glad to just be stitching on one piece mainly for the entire month, and then just having sprinklings, you know, on other days of these other projects. But that it's so new for me to be that way. I usually would need to switch projects, like, you know, after 2 or 3 days because I would get bored. So this is new for me to really stick with one project. I think it's due to knitting. Knitting, you know, I mainly stuck with one project, 1 or 2. You know, usually a sock I had going and then maybe some kind of garment or something. So that has influenced my cross stitching. But other than that, I think my next video will wrap up the vlog because I do want to try to keep them around 30 minutes. And I did film some of my temperature blanket progress, so that'll be included. I am hoping to work on my temperature blanket a little more. I don't know if I'll catch up at this point. Every time I sit to work on it, I stitch about a week. So at least I'm not getting a week behind. I'm kind of keeping the same, I don't know what you would call it, whatever behind, but yeah. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey y'all, it's Monday, August 15th. I thought I'd do an outside vlog update. This one will probably be the last vlog update I do before uploading. Hope everyone's doing well. So first I'm going to share some progress on my nest rose piece. This can be found on Sprite Stitch. I'm stitching on 25 count Lugana, 1/2 10 stitch. So I'm only doing a half stitch. I'm over here in the top. And what I stitched mainly this week was this area. I had a few page finishes, I think 2 page finishes since my last update. So now I'm stitching the wall. I can't wait to get to Winterfell down here. Let me show you where I am. So here is my progress. Sorry, there's some dogs barking and stuff in the background. I apologize in advance, or pigeons. There's a pigeon right over there hanging out. Kind of give you a brief look of where I am. I will insert a little pic of my little place where I was sitting, but yep, there's some dogs playing. And then there's me just cross stitching here. So yep, here I am at the wall. Not looking forward to all of the blue water that's coming, but I am excited. I think by the end of the month I'll be able to move to the next row below. So that's really awesome. So that's my first bit of progress. And then on Friday I actually live streamed on Twitch for first time in like 2 years. So if you want to find me on Twitch, it's the same username as my YouTube username, so Jenna X Stitches. And while I was live streaming, I was working on one of my Pokemon Tcg cards. So a lot of these can be found on birdiestitching.com as a free pattern or resource. But I've also made quite a few of them on my own using PC Stitch and taking screen caps from the actual game. But this was my Meowth. I only have like the white cream color left to do on him. And I did spin my wheel for my Friday night project to see. Sometimes I do participate in Caroline's Off the Grid Friday night party where we just try to see how much we can stitch in one evening after we get into our PJs and settle in for the night. And so I spent 2 hours on Twitch stitching on my Meowth, and this is where I got. And other than that, friends, that is all my stitching. I think I'm going to upload this vlog. Even though August is not done, I just don't want my vlogs to be more than 2 hours. I mean, not 2 hours, 30 minutes long. I think is good enough. That's the kind of vlog size that I like to watch, so I want to keep it to that amount. My plans for the upcoming vlog is to continue working on this for as long as it's August. Maybe, you know, do some more work on my sock. And I am planning on starting that dimensions kit, so. Alright, hope everyone's doing well. Happy stitching to all. Enjoy the rest of summer, these last few weeks. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!